quarantine with kids. I am here with our tiny chefs. We have Chef James. Say hi.
Hi.
And this is Chef Lily. And I thought I'd switch it up a little bit because we are not going to be in quarantine forever, so all of this scratch cooking isn't really realistic for moms all the time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make homemade tasty cakes. So I've given you the full recipe to make the cake, to do the whole thing from scratch. But you know what I did? I cheated because sometimes we do that. And I went and I bought cake from ShopRite in the bakery section. Delicious. They do a very good job over there. And I just cut it into little circles. Now, if you make your own cake from scratch, you can slice it down. It doesn't have to be circles. The peanut butter tasty cakes are, so I just did it this way. So I've gone ahead and taken the pre-done cake. If you want to make the cake from scratch, follow the recipe. It's a very good recipe. So next thing is another little tip to make life easier. Is I've microwaved the peanut butter a little bit to make it softer. Now, we keep our peanut butter in the cabinet, but it was still a little bit firm, and this is kind of a delicate crumbly cake, so I microwaved it for like 15 seconds just to soften it up a little bit. So the next step is we're gonna take our peanut butter and we're gonna spread it on the cakes very gently. See, the cakes are very crumbly, so we don't want to be too rough with it.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, delicious. The next step after this is we are going to temper some chocolate and pour the chocolate over it. I know. So there's our wrapper. We had Hershey's, the chocolate that we used. It calls for 5 chocolate bars. You can use anything you like. It says it calls for milk chocolate because that's what's going to make it taste most like a tasty cake. But if you're a fan of dark chocolate, go in that direction. Now the next thing it's going to do is it's going to call for us to melt the chocolate in a double boiler. So I have a hard time working with double boilers. I end up scorching the chocolate. It's a whole thing. So years ago I have discovered that you can also melt chocolate in the microwave. So maybe it's not going to be as lovely and shiny as, you know, something you'd buy at the store. If you are an advanced home cook, feel free to use the double boiler method. It's not for me. I do it in the microwave. So if you're gonna do it in the microwave, a few little tips on that. So if you're going to temper the chocolate in the microwave, you just wanna chop up the chocolate into little pieces and then also cut your butter into a few little pieces and then just do it in like 30-second intervals. Stir it really good, another 30 seconds. Just keep an eye on it. And all you need for it to do is just melt. You don't need for it to, you know, boil or anything like that. You just want it melted. So in any case, we are going to melt our chocolate next, and we will show you what to do with that. Okay, so we've tempered the chocolate. Really took like a minute and a half in the microwave. Again, 30 seconds, stir. Just keep watching it. So you're gonna wanna take 2 forks. That's the best way of doing this. Pick up your tasty cake and we're gonna dip it into the chocolate. So I'm gonna start from the bottom. Give it a little dippy dip there. So the chocolate's a little bit thick, I'm finding here. So you're just gonna wanna spread it around on your, see, I'm just spreading it around on the tasty cake.
I can't even see it.
I know, because it's just a sea of chocolate. So we're just spreading it around, make sure that all the sides are covered. And then I have set up a, I've set up a baking pan with some, if you have parchment paper, you can use that. I didn't, so I used aluminum foil. And then we're just gonna gently pull it out, because my cake is very delicate, so gently pull it out. And then I'm just gonna set it on this to cool. So I'm just gonna put it on here. Once I get them all covered, stick it in the refrigerator, let it set, and then you have your homemade tasty cakes.
So yum.